Hello and welcome back everyone to the free course of PHP Teacher Online. I am Raju Kundu. Today we will be doing more things about getting element and ID in JavaScript. Last day I have taught you how to use get element by ID in JavaScript. Now today I'll be showing more advanced examples of usage of getting element of an ID. Okay, like I'll be changing things around with that particular function, and to do that let's get started with the next class of lesson 8 in JavaScript. Okay, let's see. Before we get started today, I have a request to everyone. Please do share and subscribe my channel so I get the support, create more free videos like this, and also do comment so I can understand whether the content I am providing to you is good for you or should I change the technique a bit. So please let me know about that so I can make it more better. Now without any further ado, let's get started. So I have the example that I did last day. Okay, I think all of you have that who have seen the last episode or the last lesson. Okay, so apart from this particular example, I am going to create a new one where I'll be showing you more and more stuffs regarding this same thing. Okay, so let me create a new file here. I'll copy paste the whole content of the last example and I'll make things bigger. I'll save it. I'll save it in the name of getting elements, say advance. Okay, now save it. Let's open this particular file here, getting elements advance. Where do we go? Here, right click and open it with Google Chrome. Okay, so currently it is working the same as the last example because it's the copy paste. Just it will change this particular bit. So now I'll be teaching you more details about this getting element by an ID. So let's keep the previous example and let's do more over here in the new one. Okay, so first try to understand one thing. This part will only capture the particular element. Maybe it's an input, maybe it's a div, maybe it's a table, maybe it's some other tag, but it will target it through its ID. Like here, BTT is the ID of the button and my box is the ID of this div. Okay, now what I want to do, apart from changing the colors, I want to change this click me to I have been clicked. That means the value of this button needs to get changed once that button is clicked. So how can I do that? So let's write till here first, copy and paste till here. Okay, so by this particular bit I am explaining to the computer or to JavaScript like I want to capture this particular button. After this I can put a dot. Dot means something after that. Now what that will be, I want to change this value, so attribute name is value over here. So whatever the attribute names are, you can mention that after the dot. That means I can even mention dot id, I can mention dot name, I can mention dot type, I can mention dot value, or whatever other things it have like placeholder or maybe something else. So I'll be mentioning value over here as I want to change the value. Okay, now the value should be I have been clicked. Okay, so try to remember this thing, like after document.get element by id and mentioning that id of that particular bit, you can mention after the dot whatever attribute that particular tag has. Now remember, if this would have been my box, then if I write value, this is wrong because div tag do not have value attribute with it. So whenever you capture a particular tag and after that you put dot and mention something or some attribute, this should be the attribute of that particular tag. You must remember that because I am using input, this is BTT is an input, that's why I have mentioned value, that is fine. But if it would have been my box, my box do not have any value attribute, that is illegal. Div do not contain any value attribute. That's why I cannot mention value in case of div. In case of div I can mention some other thing that I'll show shortly. Okay, so now till here, let's see what is happening. Okay, let's refresh in this place. Let's click on this button. Sorry for that, that was my cell phone. Anyways, just avoid that particular bit. And now you can see here it has become I have been clicked. So it has changed the value because I have captured btt, that was a button, and then I have changed the value to I have been clicked. So that's why it has been changed. Now what if I want to show something inside the div in this area? Okay, in this bit I want to show something, like maybe I am a div, maybe that message will be shown. So how to do that particular thing? So to do that, I'll be copy and pasting this particular thing over here, because this my box stands for this div id. So I have captured the div. Now in case of div, not only div, any container tag like h1, h2, or table, tr, td, or any other tag like span, level, whatever tags you know which are having a starting and an ending tag. So in between this position, this particular part, in between this particular part, JavaScript understand this particular part as inner HTML. Okay, this part is called as inner HTML in JavaScript for all the container tags like div, table, tr, td, h1, span, label, whatever other tags you know, all those tags, this inner part is called as inner HTML, except text area tag. Text area tag do not have inner HTML, it contains value again. For text area tag has value, but other than that, all the container tags which have a starting tag and an ending tag in between this part is called as inner HTML in JavaScript. Let me write here inner HTML. Now you have to write it this way: inner should be in small characters and HTML should be in capital letters, only then it will work. Now here I will be writing I am a div. That's that message. After this, I'll go here, I'll refresh, and I'll click. And as you can see, it is showing you the changes. I have been clicked, and here I am a div. Okay. So whatever you want to put inside a div or tr or td or table or h1 or span or level or form, any tag you want to put something, you have to use inner HTML to do that. And this is the ID of that particular div. That's why I have captured it. Now in this case, do remember, you cannot mention value. This is wrong. This is wrong. Okay, so you have to mention inner HTML like this way. Okay, and it should be written in this way. So I hope you have understood till here. Now let's move on to some other examples. Like I want to div the width, I want to make the width of the div bigger, also the height of the div bigger, and so on. So more different examples I will be showing now. Let's start with now that. I will copy this part again. Let's make it smaller. Copy this part again and paste it over here. Now I'll mention style dot width, because to increase the div width, like I have changed background color previously, I need to use style. Okay, style attribute will help me to change the width. Now let's mention the width as, like, say 500 pixel px. Okay, now semicolon. Now save it, go here, refresh and check. See, the div has become 500 pixel in width. Now it's time to increase the height. So again, till style I will copy and paste. Sorry, I'll paste it over here. Then I'll mention height, and then I'll mention something like 400 pixel. Save, go here and refresh and click and check. See, the width and height both have been increased. So now you might be thinking, like, I have used my box once, twice, thrice, and four times I have used it, but among them I have used it to change the style 3 times, here and here. So instead of writing this thing 3 times, I can even write it in one line. Okay, let me explain to you how to do that. Let's comment this, and comment this. This means this particular line will not work until I uncomment it. Okay, so I'll come till here, copy and paste. Then I can write CSS text. This is another way to write, sorry, not CDD, CSS text. This is another way to write the style over here. So I can mention three things together now: background, type and color. This time I am not going to use camel case. I will be writing similar to this one, like the CSS. Okay, background color colon green, or maybe let's make it something else like pink maybe. Then semicolon, then width maybe this time make it smaller, 100 pixel. Okay, and then height, let's make it like 250 pixel. Okay, so now I have changed it to this one. Now go here, refresh and check. See, things are working out still. Okay, so this is another way, that is CSS text. Through this also you can change the styling of the div, and as I have mentioned over here, you can use all the styling properties instead of doing only this background color, width and height. You can use all the things. Like suppose I want to make the corners bit rounded, so that is stands for border radius. So border radius, I'll mention this. Then border radius, I'll make it maybe 20 pixel. Okay, now what you will see, you will see that it will become rounded corner. See, the corners have been rounded, okay, as per 20 pixels. So this way you can, whoever knows all the CSS properties, he can use those CSS properties over here to make changes to a particular div or tr or td or h1 h2 span, any tag you want. Okay, whoever knows or have the idea of any CSS properties, they can make this kind of changes over here. So this is the facility that you will be getting using document.getElementById and making changes. And instead of doing this button, I can change the button things also. Let me show you. Like I want to make the button height bigger. So here I will be capturing button style dot height, or maybe I can write CSS text. Then inside CSS text, I will be writing height, and then that height will be like 75 pixel. Okay, let's see if it works. Refresh and check. See, the button height has become 75 pixel. So this way you can change all the aspects of any div or any other tag, whatever you want, using document.getElementById, capturing it and making the changes smoothly. Not difficult. Okay, it is very smooth, just you need to maintain the exact scenario over here. So today till now I wanted to share all these information only. Now on the next class we will be doing things in more dynamic way, like whenever a button is getting clicked, on every click maybe the div size will increase a certain amount of size, like 10 pixel, 20 pixel, the div will keep increasing whenever I click the button. So those sort of things, that means I will come into play the variables and also this get element by id together, okay, on the next lesson. So for lesson 9, stay tuned, do comment, do subscribe, do share my videos to get all of them to you, and also to get the free videos. Please do support me so I can create it more. Okay, till then, goodbye, stay well.